Hello everyone, my name is Saksham Dikshit and this is my channel Pentest Diaries. So today I'll make another video and this is a ninth lecture on the series of Docker and container security, and in this video itself I'll just try to come up with a latest trending topic where I'll just try to get it deploy like similar like that a GenAI chat GPT-3 on my Docker itself. How we can do that, how to get it integrated with the application, everything I'll try to get it covered over here itself. How to build it that thing from the scratch itself. This is literally like interesting video. Like normally you're not seeing such type of videos based on the GenAI, how to get integrated with the Docker itself, how to get it utilized in-house application itself. So everything I'll try to get it covered over here itself, and this is literally be I can say that a quite interesting topic. That was the reason when I'm preparing this content for it, I have just tried to get it tested and all the possibilities for it. That was the reason behind it. I'll try to get it included in this series so that the people are get it connected with it as per the latest trends which is going in the market, which we call it as a GenAI itself. So everyone is looking around for the GenAI, how to get integrated with the Docker. We'll just try to see in this video. Okay, so we'll start with that. So we're talking about the deployment of the GenAI on Docker. So how exactly we can do it? As of my last update, I can say the GPT-3 generative pre-trained transformer 3 by OpenAI is not directly available for the deployment on individual Dockers, but we can try to utilize it containers due to its complexity and the resource requirement. The thing is that LLM models, when you're trying to get it deployed on a Docker, it required a lot of like resources will be get it required, and that's not feasible on a Docker. It's straightforward, but just for a simulated environment we'll try to do that. And in the later phase itself, however, OpenAI provides an API access to the GPT-3 for developers to integrate their application. Here step by step we are just trying to get integrate GPT-3 API access within a Docker container. How we can do that, we'll try to get understand. So the first thing, just to proceed further with that, we'll simply have to sign up on OpenAI. We just try to need the API access key. So that is the thing, we just simply have to visit to the site on OpenAI itself, and then over there itself we simply have to sign up. Once you sign up, I'll show you that what exactly you have to do. You simply have to go to the section, okay, and then after that you have to go to your profile, then you have to go to user API. I'm not using any premium service itself, this is a freeware. Over here itself you simply have to click on new secret key, and that will be generated for you, and whatever the timeline you want it, you can generate over here itself, and that you can utilize directly on your application. Once we're done with that, we have the API keys. Choose a programming language. So basically you required, this is just a key, you are getting it as an OpenAI base, you are getting one of the API key, but you required that to be get it embedded inside of some programming language. That's one of the point where we have to either utilize a Python, JavaScript as per our need itself. So I'm utilizing a Python over here itself. Now we have to create a Docker file. That's another one. So Docker file, you can see I have created a Docker file over here itself where I'm just trying to get it include like what is the version of the Python, then I'm just defining it, what's the working directory. I'm trying to copy the requirement.txt itself in the same path itself. That's one of the thing. Then I'll just try to run that requirements.txt. That's also these are the steps which I'm just mentioning inside of the Docker file, and that to be get it done. So separately I'll just have to make this file also requirement.txt, which I'll try to get it copy, and inside of that I just wanted that to be, this was the one of the library which we wanted in case of Python. So that was the reason I'm using OpenAI inside of the requirements.txt file, so that at the time when it's get it called in doc file, when we are trying to get it used, then at the time this will be get it called, and that package to be get it installed, or I can say the module. Now after that, this is one of the command which you can use it directly to put it your API key. This is one of the way, but otherwise like inside of your code also you can get it integrated. It's totally depend on you how exactly you can utilize it within your Docker container or application code. Set up the API key provided by the OpenAI as an environment variable. So .env is also one of the section which inside of your folder you just have to make one file, put it that your key over there itself, and try to get it integrate with your code so that no one can see your API key. Over here in my case I'm just showcasing that API key, but that is just for testing purpose. Don't use that. Till when you're seeing this video, definitely have removed already that key, so you can't use it anymore. That was the reason. Okay, once we have seen this is the code I'm making it, where I'm just importing one of the library, then I'm just trying to make this, like I'm using that environment, I'm using this key over here itself, then this is a syntax which we have to make it a code as per our need, what exactly the model we are using it, engine which we are mentioning, this is just for like what actually we are looking for it, that's also we have to mention, then how much is the max tokens we have to get it defined, translation, these are the things, translated text we just have to get it defined, like where we are just trying to get it call, that is mentioning over here itself. That is all about the code. Now going further with it, now we build the image. Like till yet we have not built the image, the code is just generated over there itself. Now we build the image which is on my GPT-3. This is just a name I'm just giving it. This is a syntax I'm using it. This is a name, and in the base directory, so wheresoever I'm presently I'm working, I wanted that image will be created over there itself. So with this name I'll try to create over there itself. This is the whole process. It might take 1 or 5 to 10 minutes itself just to build the whole, and once it's get completed, this is successfully completed for you. Now you will run it. Just to get it run, you simply have to use this command over there itself. Even over here also there is a possibility you can use that OpenAPI key which you have which you get it for the OpenAPI section. So you can directly use it over here itself, and this is the one I can say like this is a image name which we have to use it, and over here itself we are defining that a name of that container itself which we are using it, and now over here itself we are using the key itself. So this is the whole syntax which we have to use it to get it run. This will run. Okay, so now onwards I'm not giving any practical things about it. Now itself, now you have to understand, I'm just make you understand about how to get it integrated, like when you are testing it. So test your Docker containerized application to ensure that it can successfully interact with the GPT API and generate response as expected. What it means by that, you can create a code for your application and try to get it integrated with this Docker, so that you can utilize a GPT-3 APIs over there itself, and whatever the need of GenAI over there itself, you can use it as per your need. Okay, this is coming under section of the test application, where you want to get a test whether it's that the Docker is appropriately working for you or not with your application. Definitely integrate over there itself, and by that way you can able to utilize the GPT over there in your application. So this is one of the thing. Going further with the monitor and the maintenance, so that is also one of the thing. Like once you get it integrated over there itself, just monitor it, the performance of your application, whether you're getting appropriate results or not. Like that is most important, like whether you're getting the appropriate results or not. I can give an example. In one of the case where I'm working on one of my organization required the bot to be created for the organization, and they wanted like I'll simply have to integrate my bot with XLS, and then that XLS pull out the content, read the content, make it the answer, and provide that in the another output file which is the XLS format. So in front of the questions you are giving the answers for it. So that is also a challenge for me. So over there also, like just to test with multiple zones, multiple tools, I have utilized it just to know whether I can get the appropriate results or not. Like I'll provided a data store from my side, build the data store from the scratch, and then I provided that, make the model learn those things on the basis of that, give it an answer. Like questions are not appropriate the same which we have it in the data store, but as per the understanding of the model, they can even be trying to manipulate the question, it will get it the we will get the answer appropriately for it, and then on the basis of that we get the answer like as per the questions. But as per the scenarios data store which you provided, on the basis of that we get the answer. So that type of thing, like we have to monitor continuously and maintain also, so that we can get the appropriate result, accuracy, and these things should be achieved appropriately for it. Now going further with that, additional consideration. What are the additional I can say that additional consideration we just talked about. The resource allocation is appropriate over there. So consider using the -- CPUs and the memories options with Docker. Run to allocate specific CPU cores and the memory limited for your GenAI containers. That's one of the thing. Resource allocation should be appropriate over there in case of GenAI. And security for the production, you explore best practice for hardening your Docker environment and container security itself. That's one of the core thing when talking about the security in case of when we are using a GenAI in Docker itself. Remembrance. These are the remembrance point. These are the general steps, and the specific may vary depending on your chosen GenAI application. Consult the documentation of your specific GenAI applications or choose in pre-built images for detailed uses instruction itself. So totally depend on it, like what type of image, what's your objective, what's your requirement. On the basis that you can either utilize the same images which is already pre-built, you can utilize that images. If not, then you can build it from scratch itself, train your model, and then you can utilize it. So that's both the ways you can do it. You can utilize the GPT over there itself, get it integrated with your application, so that whatever results you're looking for, you can get the appropriate results. I have given the example already, so that type of things, if you're looking for it to be get it automated along with the integration with the GPT, GenAI, in this phase, definitely you can do it. You can get it, achieve that. Okay, that's all about this stuff. I just want to get it covered in this video, and I hope you like this video. And in this video itself, I'll try to make like not the whole stuff which I will tell you. Like the thing is that I'll just make it that setup for the Docker itself. Now I want you to go ahead further with that. Test it, integrate your application, build some application, use the same steps, build it that on a Docker, then try to get it integrate. By that way itself, what type of result you are getting it. By that way itself, you can able to analyze whether this is working appropriately in-house or not. If it's not, definitely try to get it, like let me know about in the comment section of this video whether this is working appropriately for you or not. If it's not, definitely I'll just try to make another video where I'll just make it a whole content for it, integration also. I'll try to get it covered. In this video, why I'm not covering it, I wanted like you just have to take a step. Like we are about to complete almost a 9th lecture. I do not want like everything to be spoon feed for my side. So that was the reason behind I'm just looking for it. You have to give some effort on the top of it. Like 50 to 60% content I'm providing from my side, and whatever the concept on the top of it, at least you have to use your brain how to get it integrated. If you are a developer, you know like you can build the application, how to get it integrated. That is a step you can get it very easily on internet. How to make that setup, that's I have provided already. To get it integrated with your application, that step you can figure out with the internet and then test it whether it's working appropriately or not. So thank you so much once again. Take care, bye bye, and provide your feedback in the comment section of this video. Take care, bye bye.